I'm talking to myself. Hi. You say Lilith was supposed to be back, but not yet. Okay. Well, that's okay. We're here. It's all good. Oh my God. How many spooky ghosts did you put out there? I can spy with the little snow. I see the snowman. I'm like, why are there all these ghosts? And then you said, I see the snowman. It was way too easy to spot it. But I'm going to say A for effort. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Hi, Hanson. Hello, my beautiful Stephanie. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody else who has joined us. We're Wednesday. Hi, my dear DM, sweetie. There's always a day into the week that's a little bit slower. I feel like today's the day. So we are going to start this off with DM. Hi, sweetie pie. And I would say happy Thanksgiving, but it's a little bit too late, but I'll say happy New Year's. No, Thanksgiving. What the heck? Happy New Year's is what I really want to say. Happy New Year's, my love. So DM, and then we're going to go and see our beautiful Stephanie, and then, I don't know, we'll see from there on. All right, here we go. So, let's start this off with the DM. What do you need to look forward to or to kind of watch out for? We're going to go and see that right away. All right, hold on. Let me do this. We're going to go with this little card over here, and I'm going to put a little bit of a timestamp for DM just in case. A DM, as usual, if there's anything that I'm not saying that you're wondering about, anything of the such, well, send a message on out, all right? I've got you. All right, Stephanie, you're going to be on up next, and I'm going to go and look what's happening into PayPal. So I hope everybody today had a good day. I hope it was good, okay, or movement forward in some kind of a way. DM, I'm actually going to say for you over here the following. I feel like things are recalibrating themselves, but I feel like you're not getting the offerings that you want financially speaking. I don't see any transitions. I know that you've been wanting to switch, works and jobs for a certain amount of time. I don't see that happening at this moment. So I'm going to say things are still kind of a little bit stagnant onto that way. However, what I do have to say is I do feel as though things are balancing themselves out a little bit. But I really do have to say I do not feel as though there is anything that is absolutely chaotic that is coming around you. So there's nothing financially that is coming on forward towards you that is better. But there is, like I said, things are okay. There's nothing bad. There's nothing horrible. It's just kind of okay. So an okay, I'm going to say, is all right. Financially speaking, no upgrade, no change of jobs, anything as such. You're sticking with what you've got, and it seems to be okay. I know you want more, but it seems to be okay. Other than that, I'm going to say you're very sweet, you're very loving, you're very kind, you're very nurturing into your energy. Be careful to who you give your energy out towards. Sometimes you could give a little bit too much of yourself, and some people could kind of utilize that energy. So just be a little bit careful for that, all right? Is what I'm going to say towards you. Other than that, what I'm going to say is there seems to be somewhat of a disconnection or a disalignment, a disharmony somewhere within love. It could be within love connections. It could be somebody that you're interested in, or somebody that it could have to do with love. It's like love is not necessarily going the way that you would like it to. Family wise, it's okay. Work wise, it's okay, but it's quite stagnant. But I'm going to say towards you, I honestly do not see that anything bad is happening. I don't feel like anybody is doing anything bad or nasty or talking behind your back or plotting behind your back. And I feel like home things are fairly stagnant. So I'm going to say you're a little bit into this phase where things are not moving all that much. I know that you would like things to move, and I would love things to move for you, but I don't see them moving at this moment. So, sweetie pie, what I'm going to say is the following. You keep things going the way that they are at this moment. You hold on to what you've got. You move on forward with what you've got. Whoever kind of comes around, who kind of gravitates, if you want them, you take them. If you don't, you let them go. It's not necessary. I don't want you. I'm busy. I'm occupied. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever. Your energy is good. It's plentiful. There's nobody doing anything harm towards you. There's nobody being forceful. There's nobody being mean. But at the same time, there's no great movements happening towards you neither. So I'm actually going to have to say sometimes in life, the fact of having nothing happening, so the fact of stagnancy can be something that is really good in life sometimes. So I'm going to say just kind of take the stagnancy, move ahead with your week, and gain yourself beautiful happiness from that, my love. And you let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Let's go and see for you, my beautiful Stephanie. DM, you can write me here. You can write me into the email, wherever it is that you wish to do so. All right? I've got you. Stephanie, I'm going to put you a timestamp. And Stephanie, you are going to be at, hold on, 6:40. And here we go. Hey, Annalyn. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. You're going to be on up right after Stephanie. And Happy New Year's to you, sweetie. All right. So, hold on. I do have your timestamp. All right. Oh, let me take the deck you like. Current feelings and intentions towards you. I'm going to go on see into PayPal, but I think Annalyn's going to be on up next. Three of Cups, death and rebirth, a want of connection, a desire for connection, but also a great desire for changes and modifications. Sweet Lord. A great desire for changes. Okay, little eyeball. A change for modifications that is into the cards. A want, a desire to hold on to something and not let go of it and really just be kind of victorious. I'm going to say towards you, Jonathan's current feelings for you are steady, but they're a little bit beneath the surface. They're nostalgic, they're reflective, they're emotionally attached. They're deeper than what he actually does show. Absolutely. He has a lot of feeling, he has a lot of wants, he has a lot of things that he's not necessarily showing. Now, what I feel is that he's not expressing what he's actually feeling. So he feels a very soul and familiar connection with you. He thinks back a lot onto the moments that you guys have shared together. And there is that beautiful softness, that emotional warmth that is there, that is towards you. He feels like he's drawn towards you. He feels like he's comforted by your presence. He feels like he's emotionally safe with you. But he does have confusion. He does have emotional fear. He does have uncertainty into himself, not about you, about him, not uncertainty about you. So I feel like he struggles to understand his own behavior and his own reaction. So this feels more like I care, but I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know how to handle all of this altogether. So his current intentions are, I'm moving slowly, but cautiously. I'm not rushing. I much prefer something that is slow moving into its development than something is going to grow really quickly and then it's going to die on off. He wants stability. He doesn't want no chaos. So this is somebody who wants to show up when they are ready to be able to show up. So at this moment, there is a need for patience. There is a need for balance. There is a need to try to avoid any type of emotional intensity or drama. This is about wanting peace between the both of you. So at this moment, I'm going to say he's still contemplating that future, but no decision has yet been made. He's still evaluating what is good, what is not as good, and how he needs to move on forward into his life. Basically, he's got that emotional attachment towards you. He has that comfort. He's got that familiarity, but he also has a lot of unspoken affection. He struggles a lot with internal emotion and confusion. He struggles with fear of vulnerability. He struggles with uncertainty about how ready he actually is. That's what he's actually dealing with at this moment. Hey, Love Shine. Hi, Lair. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Nice to see you. I'm going to come and see our beautiful Annalyn right now. So let me just go and move on forward into PayPal one moment. Stephanie, I'm sending you much love. Annalyn, I believe Love Shine's going to be on up next. We're like onto a roll tonight. So hold on. Just 1 second. I for sure did not write what I was supposed to. Okay. And here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on. And here we go. Stop, sweetie. Hold on just 1 second. Here we go. Anna. And then we're going to go and see our beautiful Love Shine. I've got your questions. And I'm going to go and see DM. I saw that you had another question, so I'll be with you in just a few moments, my love. So, Anna, here we go. Happy New Year's, my dear sweetie pie. Stephanie, it makes sense. He did tell me at one point he was getting strong feelings for you, and then that's when he told you those beautiful words, right? Mm-hmm. No. Stephanie. Above anything, I do not. Honestly, you can do what you want. I myself personally am going to say towards you, you have done nothing wrong. You do not have to blame yourself for anything. The way he has reacted, the way that he does things, and the way that he did things is entirely upon him. You've done nothing wrong. So I would alleviate anything that is upon your back that you seem to be putting upon your back. Get rid of it. Throw it into the dumpster. It's wrong. It's not okay. It's not about you. It's about him. You didn't do anything wrong. He's the one who's at fault. Annalyn, I'm going to put you a timestamp, and here we go. Alrighty. So, Adeline, let's go over here. Let's go and see. Here we go. So, Adeline, let's do like this. And here we go. And I'm going to put you a timestamp at... You battle with it, to be honest, but you appreciate for telling. It's true, my beautiful Stephanie. Often we try to kind of put things upon our backs, like I could have done this better, I could have done that, I could have whatever. But it's not about what you could. Sometimes it is about what you could have. Sometimes it is. I'm not going to take all responsibility off of one person. But often it's not one person. You can give all you want. You can give all you desire. You can give your heart and your soul and your availability, and you can give everything, but the other person doesn't necessarily give back. It doesn't always give 50%. And into this situation, I do not feel that it has anything to do with you. This has to do with him not being able to commit. That's it. That's all. Nothing to do with you. So I don't want you to feel bad with it, sweetie. 1730 for our beautiful Annalyn, and then we're gonna go and see Love Shines. So Annalyn, just hold on. We're gonna go and look at the questions at hand. Annalyn, sweetie. King of Swords, boundaries. Why? This person cares for you. This person is wounded, my love. This person is wounded. They've received your message. They're holding on to your message. They don't know what to do with your message. Honestly, I feel like it's a little bit like if the message that you sent out, it is what it is. You said what you had to say. You're not playing no games. But it's like if into his mind, it's like there's a double story. It's like he's saying one thing and you're saying one thing, but he doesn't necessarily believe what you're saying. And he kind of believes that there's underneath layers to it. Like not everything is completely clear, almost like if there's traps somewhere in between all of this. And I don't feel like there's any traps. I feel like you say what it is that you need to say, and I feel like you say what you want to say, but I feel like this person doesn't always necessarily know that or figure that out in any kind of a way. So I'm basically going to say to you, I feel like we're a little bit into a place with our King of Cups where we have beautiful, deep feelings for you, where we're very curious about you, where we're emotionally drawn in towards you. But I'm definitely going to say we are mentally conflicted and we're mentally restless about the situation altogether. I feel like we have feelings. I feel like we have attraction. I feel like we have emotional interest. But at the same time, this person sees you as sweet and genuine and caring. And this person sees you as being warm and bringing good things into their life. But at the very same time, it's like if he's thinking way too much. He's not listening to his feelings. His mind is going wild, spinning a million times. So I kind of feel like he swings between wanting closeness and kind of pulling back. So I'm going to say his heart is saying yes, but his head is kind of hesitating. At this moment, I feel like he's juggling a lot of priorities. I feel like he's unsure about how to handle the connection, trying to balance life and responsibilities and feelings and everything that kind of goes around with it. And when it becomes just a little bit too real, it's a little bit too complicated. So I'm going to say he's still figuring out things, doesn't know what to do, neither with things or with his feelings. He's got interest, but he's got inner conflict. At this moment, I'm going to say you could receive some type of communication, some type of forward movement. It could be a message. It could be somewhat of a casual check-in. But honestly, I feel like this is going to happen if it is spontaneous energy. It's not something that's planned. He'll decide to take his phone and send you a message like this, like that. That's what's going to be happening. Other than that, I feel like he's a little bit testing the waters. Nothing all that much, sweetie pie. So I feel as though they are going to be, I feel like he's going to be approaching playfully, but not deeply at first. Okay, sweetie pie. I feel as though what we do have over here is a beautiful, nice, friendly kind of interaction. I've got beautiful social vibes. I've got wanting positive changes. I have possibly wanting to meet up or reconnecting into some kind of a way. But I do not feel as though he is into a place where things are 100%, here we go, this is what's happening. He's still kind of holding back, sweetie. So I feel like he wants things, but I feel like he's holding back. I feel like he's got desires, but he's holding back. The intentions are not 100% clear, and I feel like he's a little bit afraid of actually showing you his 100% intentions. So I feel like he's open to communication. I feel like he wants to keep things light, however. Nothing deep, nothing very long-term commitment. Anyways, not from what he's looking for at this moment. It is more something, it is a slow build, a comforted kind of a thing. So basically, this person is still interested in you, but they're terrified of everything from here and above and everything around. So we're afraid about what's going to be happening. We're afraid about forward movement. We're afraid about a lot of things, but we're still interested and we still want this, but we don't know how to go upon it. So basically, I want, but I'm afraid. His thoughts and feelings about the last text message altogether. No idea how to respond. I feel like he needs time to reflect onto it. He doesn't want to ignore it, but he doesn't know how to reflect. He doesn't know how to deal with it. I feel like he analyzed it. Maybe he analyzed it a little bit too much. I feel like he felt unsure on how to respond into that moment. Not because he disliked what you said, but because he's kind of triggered into his own self-reflection. So he may have thought different things like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but altogether, I feel like your message was clear. I feel like it brought honesty, but it also brought a certain amount of truth and a certain amount of awareness into his world. I feel like he respects the communications that you're giving on through, but at this moment, he's seeing your message as being sincere, as being meaningful, as being as being honest. Now, is this making him pull away? No, but it's making him think. Is it making him take action? No, it's still making him think. I feel like he's going to go quiet for a little bit. I feel like he's processing everything. He's not rejecting, he's processing. So altogether, I'm going to say the energy between the both of you is there is definitely that mutual emotional connection that is there. There's a certain communication that seems to be kind of going in and going out and going in and going out. It's not always there. It's not always stable. There's a lot of inner hesitation. There's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of potential to grow things slowly. So I feel like his energy is one that is cautious, but is still engaged. I just feel like he needs a little bit of a kick in the bonbon. All right? Is basically what I'm saying. He needs a kick in the butt. All right? Yeah, that's what he needs. Yeah, I'm hushing that one. A kick in the butt. That's what he needs. At this moment, I feel like he's still kind of blocked emotionally. I feel like the connection is there, but he doesn't know where it's headed. I feel like he wishes he could tell you a lot of things, but he's not able to say it. I feel like he receives your messages, he understands them, but doesn't know how to respond to them. So he basically just needs more time to figure out everything as it kind of goes on through. Hey, Lair, thank you, sweetie. Love Shine, you're going to be on up actually next, and then Lair. So let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie, and I will be with you shortly, sweetie pie. Just one second. Here we go. I love Sean. I've got you. Thank you, sweetie. All right, hold on just a second. Just one moment. Love, Sean. I've got you, sweetie. Just one moment, my love. Here we go. Let me do this. Oh, wait, I do have to go back into my email before going to see Love Shine DM. There's something for DM. Hold on. Okay. DM. I'm going to put you another timestamp. I'm going to come and see you, Love Shine, in just a second. DM 2815. Priestess, nice to see you, sweetie. I'll be with you shortly. After layer, okay? Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. And here we see. Alrighty, so let me go and see what I've got. So, Sweetie Pie, DM, the energy that you actually woke up to, I do not feel as though it really has, I don't feel like it's anybody who's done any negative energy around you. I actually feel like it's more of some type of stagnant energy. I feel like it's some energy that is a little bit sticking around you. I know that we need to kind of release it, but sometimes, honestly, it's just the way it works sometimes. It's not, there's very few people who actually do some works against you. Very few. Not that many people actually do that black stuff or gray stuff or anything of the such. Usually what you're feeling is more of a feeling that is coming from being overwhelmed, from emotions, from a lot of things. So let's say you wake on up from something of the such. I really just kind of need you to switch on up the vibes. I know it's difficult, but it's a little bit like waking on up sometimes. This has probably happened to you at some point in time. It happened to many of us. You wake up and you're kind of upset because, oh my God, your partner did something to you into your dreams. So they never really did it. It was into your dreams. But that feeling could stay stuck with you all day. It's just it's an example, but it's an example of an energy that sticks around us that is not reliable, that is not, it's just a negative energy that is there that we kind of need to release. So whenever you feel like something is coming around you like that, try to think about something else. Try to switch on up your vibes into a certain way. I don't feel like anybody's doing anything around you, so I'm going to say it's a little bit of an accumulation of different type of energies and fears and obstacles that are a little bit coming along. But I'm going to say release it, and within the following 15 to 20 minutes, you're not even going to think about it anymore. But I don't feel like anybody's doing anything bad about you in any kind of way over here. You're glad to see my lovely hand? Thank you. Why is the camera this way? I don't know. It was that way yesterday too. It was that way. What's wrong with it? What is it weird? Wait. Onto there, it's good. Are you facing the ceiling or something? Oh! Oh my God! Darn it! Okay, wait. Okay, seriously, guys, I'm so sorry. You're so right. Look at that. Nobody said anything. Frig. Okay, look. I work, guys, with YouTube, but I also work with OBS. OBS is my streaming, and I use OBS to stream on YouTube. Now, OBS is truly showing me the picture that you guys were looking at the ceiling or God knows what. YouTube was showing me that you were looking at the cards. Oh my frig. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fixed the camera. Thank you, Julie, for letting me know. You're no longer looking at the window. Oh my God, that is hilarious. I'm so sorry. Nobody said anything. Honestly. Guys, you have to let me know. I didn't see that. Ah, la, 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 la. Okay. Oops, hold on. I know. Thank you, Julie. Good thing you came in. Frig, you guys would have continued the whole live looking at outside. Oh, that is hilarious. Nobody said anything. Nobody. And that is amazing. Well, thank you. Oh my God, the camera just moved. Let me fix it. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay, you guys are looking back up again. Let me fix you back. Let me put you back. I've got two cameras, one on top of the next. And if I clap my hands or I do really weird stuff, that's what happens. Okay, let me put you back into an appropriate way. Okay, there you go. I'm not clapping my hands no more. That's where things are going to stay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Alrighty. So, I thank you, Julie, again. I truly do appreciate it. Where was I going? I was going to Love Shine. Here we go. All right, I got you, sweetie. I have Lair and I have HP first. So if you do have any questions, you're gonna be up after. But I'll send you like a message. Yeah. Hi, Diane, and hi, Sean. Nice to see you guys. Frig. Why is the camera that way? I don't know. I didn't want you guys to see me. I wanted you guys to look outside. Oh, that is so funny. All right. All right, I'll see you soon, sweetie. Absolutely. Here we go with our beautiful Love Shine. You're going to be at 3730. All right. Love Shine, what do we got for you? Lair, you're going to be on up next. All right. I do have our 10 of Pentacles, so things are somewhat okay. I do have our Hanged Man. Things are changing. And I do have our High Priestess. Now, why is my little eyeball not working well? Here we go. Okay, so basically what I'm going to say to you is this, sweetie pie. Love-wise or relationship-wise with a wife, things are in movement. They are changing. I feel like they're trying to figure out what's going to be happening for the best for them financially speaking. The High Priestess is in reverse and also a Four of Cups who's into their upright position, but there's nothing lovey-dovey. There's nothing caring or sweet. It's really just figuring out the right pattern for us, for the family, for the situation that is at hand. So I'm going to say nothing specific. The Four of Cups is not a good card. The Four of Cups is not a good card, Love Shine. The Four of Cups is holding on to a card. Oh, not holding on to a card. It's holding on to an emotion of not speaking, not talking. It's somebody who's not opening on up to the energy that is necessarily around them. There's nothing sweet or cute about the Four of Cups, I swear to you. It often actually represents somebody who's not talking all that much at all. It could be even somebody who's ghosting. Four of Cups is not exciting, sweetie pie. Yeah, they're working on life. They're working on finances. They're working on trying to make things better. The reality is he has you, but he also wants to keep his family life. To keep his family life, he needs to keep it somewhat alive. He needs to keep some type of promises, some types of possibilities, some type of happiness in some kind of shape, form, or way. That's what he's trying to do. Yes. That's what it is. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. And in regards to you, we do have our Four of Wands. We do have our Sun. We do have our Reverse within our Lovers. We do have our Queen of Swords. We do have our Ten of Swords, and we do have our Queen of Wands. So what I'm actually going to say to you is the following. I feel as though with this moment, we're not able to move on forward as much as we would like to with you, but you do represent a lot of love. You do bring a lot of goodness. You do bring a lot of sweetness. You do bring a lot of beautiful vibes and feelings into our life. So I will say basically for you, he does love you, but he doesn't seem to be able to give you exactly what you need and what you want and what you deserve. And he doesn't seem to be in order to give to you what he wants and what he deserves. So it's not just a question of what you want and what you deserve, but it's also a question of what he wants and what he deserves. He wants more. You want more. Is basically what it is. No, love shine. What he is working on is into his relationship. He does somewhat mean it. He doesn't want his relationship to fail, sweetie pie. He doesn't want it to. No. If he wanted his relationship to fail, he could simply say what he's doing with you and then it would fail. He doesn't want it to fail. He wants to keep that ongoing. He just wants to make it better. He wants two worlds. So the world within the family and the wife and the world with you. He wants all of that to function well without any worlds colliding. That's basically what it is. What is he not saying that he wants to say? Basically over here, I do have that he is not necessarily all that happy, that a lot of things are unbalanced into his life. And he doesn't feel victorious. He doesn't feel happy. He might show to you that he is happy. And again, I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with him not being happy with you. It has nothing to do with you. In his life, generally speaking, he's not presently all that happy. Things are not going into the way that he would like them to. However, he does want you to know that it has nothing to do with you. But he himself is not happy right now. Let's go see what he wants to say too that he is not saying. And now on YouTube, I'm seeing a camera view. Are you guys still looking at the darn? No, you're not. Okay. YouTube is still showing me that you're looking outside, but I don't believe you are. So what does he want to say to you that he is not presently saying at this moment? At this moment, he's hiding a lot of his emotions. He's hiding a lot of his feelings. Yes, he loves you, but things are going much slower than what he actually anticipated and what he would actually really, really like. So basically, he's not in sadness. Absolutely not. I'm actually going to have to say into the Love Tarot, you're a little bit of his savior. You bring him hope. You bring him love. You give him desire. You give him hope towards the future. So does he believe into the future? Yes, he does. Does he believe into the future with you? Absolutely. Does he love you? Absolutely. Would he like things to change? Yes. Would he like things to change into a different way right here, right now? Absolutely. If he could not necessarily have this third party, he would definitely not have this third party. Here we go. Well, let's go see Lair. I feel like slowly things are getting closer, my sweetie pie. Absolutely, sweetie. Lair, here we go. Just 1 second. Lair, let me just go and get your questions. Let me do this and hold on. Let me go into PayPal. Okay, hold on. Okay. You're going to be over here. I don't see, hold on just 1 second. I don't necessarily see a High Priestess. Just 1 moment. Unless you're into the live. Wait. No. Okay, Lara, I have you here. I don't know why I'm going that far. Okay. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. So we are currently with Lair. I'm going to go and see High Priestess after. And then... We're going to go and see Julie. 10:30 is going to be pretty much our time, sweetie pie. All right. So there you're going to be at 52:15. High Priestess, you're going to be on up next. Alrighty, love. Here we go. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing good, and I do want to wish you a happy New Year's. I know that you sent me an email about a week, maybe a week and a half ago. You had missed the live. Let's go see what we've got. So has F the Scorpio moved on? I feel as though he's emotionally withdrawn from the surface. I feel like there's a lot of this that we kind of feel like we moved on. I feel like not everything is completely established. What I'm going to say is the following. I do not feel as this person has moved on to another person and has forgotten about you and everything of the such. However, I do feel as though we're a little bit into a place where we are being a little bit withdrawn. I feel like we're into a place where this person is slowly moving forward, but I also feel like they're a little bit distracting themselves. I feel like they're distracting themselves from life and from issues and from problems and everything of the such. That's where I feel this person is into. I don't feel like this person has disconnected from you. I still feel like they care and they want and they desire, but I don't feel like they're ready for a reconnection at the very same time. I feel like they're really, really quite focused onto themselves, how they want to move on forward and what they need to do, and maybe even just a certain amount of pause and how they need to actually kind of reflect to move on forward. That's how I'm seeing this person at this moment. So deep down, I feel like this person still has a lot of unresolved attachment. I still feel like they're very curious about you. I still feel like they have a lot of lingering emotions attached to you that, oh my God, they still haven't completely processed. All right. So, I feel like this person at this moment is distracting himself and kind of focusing a little bit more onto personal matters. I feel like there's unresolved attachment. I feel like there's a lot of curiosity about you. I feel like there's a lot of emotions that haven't been fully processed. And I feel like at this moment, this person has not, honestly, I do not feel as though this person has moved on. I know that every time you say you try to move on, you kind of get haunted by dreams, but you get haunted by dreams because a lot of things that are kind of holding you back. There's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of fears. There's a lot of things that you think that you could have done that would have changed up the situation. And I'm not saying that there's anything that you could not have changed. It would have changed the situation. But this is not something that is entirely upon yours to carry upon your back. It is not your fault. It is not your weight. It is not your burden to carry upon your shoulders. This is something that must be carried upon too. And even if I am going to put somewhat of a percentage onto anybody, although I don't like to put percentages, I'm going to say I'm going to put a 75% is completely onto him and a 25% is onto you. That being said, it is not your fault. When you're into a relationship, when you're a couple, it is two people. It is two responsibilities, two thoughts, two ideas, two emotions, two everything. Miscommunication is the major problem that's happening over here. So I'm going to say to you at this moment, I feel as though the mix that we have at this moment is this person is not fully detached, but they are withdrawn onto the surface. They're kind of acting like they somewhat moved on forward, but they have not. I feel like they're distracting themselves, and I feel like they're kind of focusing more on personal matters, but deep down there's still a lot of unresolved attachment. There's still a lot of curiosity about you. There's still a lot of lingering emotions that they have not fully processed. So it kind of feels like they are trying to move on onto a logical kind of way, but their emotions, they're still there, not processed. So it feels like they're trying to move on, but they haven't been able to move to the next chapter. So there is a sense over here of them remembering the connection, thinking on back, avoiding confrontation, all those things. That is all there. So for the moment, I feel like the relationship is emotionally paused. I do not feel as though it is completely released. I feel like it's put into somewhat of a box. And we put it into that box, and we might go and get the box, but we might not get the box. We might keep it there. It depends how everything is going to move on forward. Now, why do you keep dreaming of F when you try to move on? Because it's a soul bond, it's a karmic tie. It's somebody who has left unfinished lessons. I'll put it that way. Your dreams appear to be more of a subconscious way of your processing closure. It's about revisiting emotional memories. It's about replaying what still feels like it's unresolved. So these dreams show up when you try to emotionally detach, when you begin opening to new energy, or when your heart is kind of just shifting on forward. So it's not about integrating the lesson at this moment. So these dreams, they're appearing because it's old wounds that are healing. It's forgiveness that is needed. It's emotional release that hasn't quite happened yet. So the dreams are actually helping you to reclaim your energy, to detach gently, not abruptly. That's what's really happening within that, my love. Here we go. Just 1 second. Here we go. Alaire, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I know, my love. No, there are options of not doing it. Here we go. Julie. No, High Priestess. You're next. High Priestess. All right. High Priestess, hold on. Julie, you're going to be on up next. You expect to receive a raise sum, but they did not issue it. Okay, hold on. So you are going to be at... Yes, go for it, sweetie. Go for it, my beautiful High Priestess. I'll go ahead with it, my love. So, High Priestess, you are going to be at 106. I threw my pen onto the ground. Hold on. Message bubble. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know. I lost like 2 pens that are onto the ground at the meanwhile. Yeah, seriously. You hear just too many things, Swanson. All right, so what's happening with this? Hi, Julie. You're going to be up in just a few moments, my love. So just a few seconds. Let me just... Sweet Lord. Here we go. Okay, I got it. So will your school allow you to request an emergency, if you say, of the reason being? I do have our Ace of Swords. I do have our Strength. I feel like it's going to be difficult, but I feel like you'll be able to get it. So I'm going to say you might have to really kind of ask and annoy and maybe go see different people and maybe kind of push things a little bit further. But at first I feel like it's a no, but then I feel like it's going to turn into a yes. So I'll say no, that's going to turn into a yes. So I really need you to be perseverant, because at the first no, I don't want you to stop. I want you to continue to go and see what other options are going to be available to you, because I do feel like justice will come your way and you will get what it is that you want. So I will basically say a yes, but it's not going to be an easy route. You're going to be said no before being said yes. So look at the different type of options that are along the way. All right. Let's go and see job and career messages passing on through. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to say to you over here, I know that you're expected to receive somewhat of a refund and you're kind of waiting for that to kind of pop on through. I do feel like you will receive it pretty much by that date. Everything will be okay. As for job and career messages altogether, it's a challenge, my love. It's a challenge. I still see you kind of battling. I still feel like there's different opportunities that could be coming around for you. But these opportunities, they could be coming from people that are surrounding you, from people that are close to you. But it could also be coming from just connections that you already have yourself, not from other people bringing connections towards you. You are going to have different possibilities coming towards you. And I'm going to say probably 2 different choices coming within the following 3 to 4. I'll say 2 to 3 months. You do have 2 different options coming your way. Both of them seem to be really quite interesting. One of them could seem a little bit more challenging, but both are very interesting. And I feel like both of them are available for you. So it's going to be a little bit up to you to decide if you want to take one of them or the other. At this moment, I don't actually see you taking one or the other. They're both available. They're both there for you, but it's entirely up to you to decide if you're going to take them or not. Maybe at that point in time, you'll decide that maybe it's not the right thing for you in 2 to 3 months. But for the moment, in 2 to 3 months, there's 2 different options being offered to you. Both of them are good. Both of them seem to be somewhat secure, and they both seem to be, they're not perfect. They're not in any kind of way the dream job that you ever want to have into your life, but they will be good and they will bring you what you need. So they can be really, really quite good for you. So I'm going to say it's entirely up to you to decide what you want within that. So different options are coming towards you within jobs. It's entirely up to you to decide what you want. Some of them you're going to go and gather by yourself. Others could actually be available towards people that you know that could say, hey, maybe you should go over there. Or I know somebody over here maybe who could kind of get you on in. So you do have options. It's really just a question of what you're going to take and if you're going to decide to take one of them. Oh my God, it's you. What are you doing there? Les filles sont chez Evelyne. Mathias, je sais pas, il est dans ta chambre, bébé. Ok, je sais pas mon beau, mais là, j'ai pas le temps. Là, chouchou. Ouvre la porte, là. Il est pas loin, je te jure. So my beautiful high priestess, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, my sweetie pie, but this is what I'm seeing for you. You will be good financially speaking. Things will be okay. Work-wise, you will have options that will be coming towards you. It's really just more of a question of what you're going to be picking and if you're going to be picking any of those altogether, sweetie. All right. Your dream question. Hold on. All right, here we go. So you had an Egyptian name. Julie, let us know if you're here. You're going to be on up next, and we're going to go and see Valerie. The Egyptian writing into your dreams is often associated, my beautiful love, with a lot of ancient wisdom. It's a lot of soul memory. It's a lot of karmic and past life connections. It's also messages from your subconscious that you have not yet decoded. Often, I'm actually going to have to say that this is a truth that is known internally within you, but not yet understood onto a conscious level. It's like if your mind is saying you already know the message, but you're not ready to read it yet. How interesting is that? You know it, but you're not ready to receive it yet. So this aligns with a theme that we kind of discussed a little bit earlier. It's unfinished emotional or karmic lessons that are kind of resurfacing into your dreams. So the Egyptian symbols, they connect soul ties to ancient relationships altogether, to spiritual contracts, to memories that are resurfacing. It doesn't mean that you're an Egyptian into a past life, but it does mean that your subconscious is pulling from a time or a connection that is tied to, I'm going to say, devotion and destiny and karmic reunion and also some closure. So the message over here that I said is to be revealed later, because I did say that, is something that is still hidden towards you. It's answers that are not fully ready to be given towards you. It's clarity that is coming, but that is coming quite gradually. So this dream feels much more like you're close. You're very, very close to understanding a deeper truth about something into your life, about a chapter into your life. It's not something that's scary. It's not something that's meant to be scary in any kind of a way. It's more like your soul that is guiding you towards unfolded pieces into your life. It's also a certain amount of protection. It's also spiritual guidance into its symbols. So why is it happening now? Because you could be into a transition change. You could be into a place where emotions and cycles are closing, where your subconscious is processing spiritual healing, where you're stepping into a more intuitive phase. So that's what you need to remember. You need to remember, if you can, and if you do see it again, send me an email if you remember, let's say, the symbol of the shape, the colors, the emotions that you felt, anything of that. Let me know. Send it to me in an email, and I'll write you on back with any other details. But that's basically what it means at this moment. And I am sending you much love, my sweetie pie. Now I'm going to go and pick up at least one of my pens that, I don't know, has stumbled on down. Julie, are you somewhere around, sweetie? Because you are on up next. All right. Let me do this, and here we go. So Julie, my sweetie. And Valerie, you're going to be up next, and then we're going to close the donations. Julie, sweetie pie. Just staying patient and enjoying. Let's go and see. All right. Valerie, you're next. Annelle, es-tu revenue à la maison? Hein? Ok, non. All right. Did you type Chinese? Did not see that. I did not see that. I was into the email. Okay, here we go. So, all right. All right. Let's go and do this over here. And let's go over here. I do feel as though he is, I do feel like he is thinking about you, sweetie. But he's thinking a lot about the time that he, again, we're speaking about the core values. Again, we're speaking about the fact that he's not doing everything that he should be. About the fact that he's been a little bit kind of distancing himself, but knowing that he needs to put more time into it and knowing that he needs to have and he wants to have somewhat of that reunion. So, I'm going to say over here, I feel as though we're into a place where hubby is thinking about you tonight. I feel like his energy is there. It is soft. It is reflective, but it's also really, really quite affectionate, but affectionate into a way where, hi, Max. Max is probably going to appear soon into life. But also into a place where I feel as though he is wanting to have a certain communication with you. So I feel like he's sitting with his feelings rather than kind of rushing anything. And I feel like it's a lot about letting things kind of simmer into a nice little kind of warm way. So I'm going to say he's thinking about the connection and how to ground it, how to be more steady with it, how to be more comforting into your presence. I feel like there's a beautiful presence over here and a beautiful sense of peace and appreciation that's around you. Like you're that beautiful, safe place into his heart. So even if he's not speaking, he's emotionally feeling quite close to you. I want you to see it as somebody who was smiling to you from far away. You cross his mind, he thinks about you. You warm his heart. So the love is very much alive. It is very much warm. It is very much growing into the background of his beautiful heart, sweetie. But it is growing into a place where there is no tension, where there is calm, there is no stress, there is content energy, where he's holding on to you softly within his thoughts, but into a beautiful, sweet, soft, loving kind of a way. Nothing complicated. He is, my beautiful love. He definitely is. What is that? Something is appearing somewhere. All right. A good night, my beautiful love. Valerie, what do we have for you, sweetie? Did I put, yes, I did. So let's go over here. Oh my gosh, what is up there? Max, are you okay, sweetie? Yeah. What are you up to, sweetie pie? That's quite the sneeze. Alrighty. Oh, Valerie, you're into my email. Hold on. No, I don't see you into my email. Hold on. Where are you? I see Mimi. I don't see you. Oh, maybe you're going to post into live. Where are you? Oh, okay, it's there. Here I'm looking into email, looking into PayPal. I'm like, you didn't send me no questions. Where are they? Okay, I got you. So you know that your focus is yes. No, it's all good. I was just looking for it. I'm like, where is it? Okay. Okay. So here we go. We are currently with Valerie at this moment. I am going to go and see Mimi, and then we're going to go and see Watson, and that is going to be it for tonight, my sweetie pies. So here we go. So let's go see what we've got. Here we go, my beautiful love. So what do we have into the businesses? Around the lash business we're going to go with the next few months, all right? I do feel as though the energy all around it actually feels like it's more steady. I feel like it's more grounded. I feel like it's more reliable than something that is explosive and something that's unpredictable. I feel like there's a certain amount of consistency. I also feel like there's somewhat of some returning of certain clients, loyal clients. I feel like word of mouth building slowly but surely is definitely going to be happening on for you, but doesn't feel like it's a major surge or a major spike. Instead, it kind of more feels like it's a stable income, maybe some repeat business, some positive client type of relationships. So I'm going to say there may be 1 or 2 quieter weeks here and there, but I feel like you're going to catch on up with different type of bookings. So overall, there is a sense of balance. I just don't feel like it's absolutely what it is that's going to be good for you. So don't abandon it. Don't walk away from it. It's still worth it. There's no doubt about it. It's just that I feel like the med spa is going to take the priority, because I feel like the med spa is your place. That's definitely where it is. The lash business, I feel, is supportive. I feel like it bring you that extra income. I feel like it could be energetically aligned with the way that you are. It could be a part of your long-term foundation, that building foundation altogether. At the same time, I feel like it brings in small little refinements. It adds values rather than something that is, of an unknown kind of an offering. And it's working smarter, not necessarily harder. So that business, I feel, carries good energy, but it also does carry a certain amount of security and a certain amount of stability. So I'm going to say altogether, it's like if one kind of replenishes for the other, it's just a bonus, it's an addition. With the adding on in the lashes, you're going to add on in different customers, more repeat, more things that are going to be happening, but I don't feel like it's necessarily enough for you to live upon. But it can be really, really good extra income, and it can be bonus things altogether along with the med spa. So it's not a bad decision. It's not something that's bad and you should not do. You should still do it if you are able to do it along the way. Set yourself some scheduling times where that's all that you can do for repeated businesses and everything of the such. Not a bad thing at all. Just not necessarily your main source of income from what I can see. As for his feelings and his affections towards you, I feel like today, even though he is under the weather, he is still quite affectionate. He's still very appreciative of your energy. He is still gently connected towards you. He still wants to give you that love. He still wants to see you, give you that comfort, that emotional trust. He still feels like you're that beautiful safe space. He may feel a little bit quieter. He may feel a little bit less expressive, but he's not distant. It's more like, I don't have a lot of that energy, but I still want and I still feel really, really quite close to her. So I feel like your anxiety feels more like your heart is sensing that his low energy is there rather than anything that is going wrong. He still feels emotionally invested. He still feels very warm and loving towards you and still has that steady, beautiful intentions towards you. So I'm going to say right now, it's just a question of fatigue and a little bit of a rest mode. Altogether, you're not losing anything. Everything is moving the way that it is. We still have the loyalty. We're still quite grounded. Everything is still mutual, my love. So I'm going to say all is good, sweetie pie. We are going to put a timestamp for Mimi. Just 1 second. We're going to do a little bit of Scrabble. Yeah, he's good, sweetie pie. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. All is good, my beautiful Valerie. I'm wishing you the most loveliest of evenings, sweetie pie. All is good. Have no fears. We are going to put Mimi at 133. And here we go. Mimi. And then Juanson. You're next. Alrighty. All right. Mimi, what do I have for you? Let's go into the Scrabble game all together. Juanson, you're next. CH and MT, work and personal. What do we have? Ça va, Loulou? Oh, ok. C'est beau. Je pensais que c'était Loulou. I feel as though the current energy that is there, that is towards at this moment, I feel like CH comes through as critical, as defensive, as easily triggered, as watching you really closely. It's like she feels intimidated by your independence, and it's like she tries to keep control by nitpicking and pointing out flaws and keeping you a little bit in check. Now, this does not feel fair. It's not. She is biased, but at the same time, she's protecting her image, her authority, her bond with Sam and with MT. So she doesn't want to admit that she's making mistakes. So she's actually projecting pressure onto you, if you will. Now, this is not about your work quality. It's not about what you do, how you work, and nothing of the such. This is about power dynamics. It's about ego. That's it. That's all. MT's current energy towards you is one that is conflicted, avoidant, and completely not honest. This is somebody who is very protective of Sam because she kind of brought him in. His reputation reflects onto her, and she feels like she is somewhat responsible for him. So she sides with him to avoid criticism, to avoid accountability, to protect her decision. But she sees your strengths, but chooses neutrality onto the surface while kind of quietly, I'm going to say, leaning towards Sam. But yes, there's something that is biased within that. Now, what do CH and MT want from you? Honestly, they want you to stay quiet. They want you to do the work. They don't want you to rock the boat. All those things that you don't want to do. They want you to be productive. They want you to be reliable. They want you to be non-confrontational. They want to benefit from your value, but they don't want you to challenge any dynamics whatsoever, which is completely unfair for you. As for the staff and the work retreat, what to expect? Smiles onto the surface. I'm going to say a lot of hypocrisy, subtle tension underneath, hidden agendas, no doubt about it. Nothing explosive, but nothing all that good, my sweetie pie. I'm going to say be careful who speaks, who avoids speaking, not just in tones, but in words. Be careful about alliances that might be reinforced. Speak calmly, choose your words with care, and protect your energy. Don't overshare anything. As for him, his thoughts and his feelings and his energy, he still thinks about you, but he doesn't know what to look about into the future. He's very nostalgic, but he's very tender. He's very emotionally soft towards you. He's not obsessive, but he's deeply sincere. There is spiritual cord that is there between the both of you. There is a lot of care into his heart. There's a lot of unfinished emotional threads. Does he miss you? He does, into his own reflective way. His energy at this moment, healing, growing, recentering himself. The energy between you guys, gentle, respectful, alive, but onto a soul level. There's no resentment, there's no anger, there's no bitterness. There's just love that has matured into a certain amount of peace. So what you need to know is that work at this moment is horribly complicated. Keep to yourself as much as you possibly can. As for love, it hasn't disappeared. It's still there. It's still lingering, but it's not a viable possibility at this moment in time. You're valued. Your voice is heard. Your heart is felt. But at the very same time, there's a lot of stagnancy. I'm going to give you some love messages, sweetie pie. Messages. You're always into my heart, even into the quietest moments. I feel safe, I feel calm, and I feel at home with you. No matter how busy life gets, you're still my favorite person. You're beautiful inside and out. Mimi, I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. Juanson, here we go. Let's go and see for our dear Juanson. Juanson, here we go. And with a lot of red vests, right? And you were stationed to the middle. Yeah. All right, let's go see. All right. Generally speaking, things are moving forward. Not in anything huge spaces. One little step at a time, everything seems to be moving on forward into the best way. You don't seem to be bothered by anybody. You seem to be moving on forward within your energy. You don't seem to really be having any type of obstacles along your way. Honestly, it's like you've got this beautiful path and you're just walking this path. A little bit like that beautiful little, what is it, the brick road, the yellow brick road? Is the yellow brick road one that doesn't have many obstacles? If so, I'm going to put you onto it. Although I believe the yellow brick road does have obstacles, doesn't it? Then maybe I don't want to put you onto it. Anyways, point being, you're going onto a road that doesn't really have all that many obstacles right now. Love-wise, I feel like you're into a place where you're open to love, but love is not necessarily there around you at this moment. Or anyways, you haven't found it or hasn't found you yet. But I'm going to say keep your beautiful heart open and it will come your way. I promise you, sweetie. Let's go see how she is doing today altogether. All right, let's go and see that. So just 1 second. She's doing pretty good today. A couple little complications, but much better than she was yesterday. Yeah, she was frustrated. I told you, she was very upset at the page into her life, but today she's doing better. I feel like she's into a place. It's like she wants to go back to work. It's like she wants to go back out. She wants to do things. She wants to move. She wants to see people again. So I'm going to say she's doing much better than she did yesterday, but there is a want and a desire for a lot of movement into her life. She wants to be closer. She wants movement. I feel like she still does think about you a lot. I feel like she does still have a lot of lingering emotions and attachments towards you. I feel like she thinks about the connection that you guys had a lot. And I feel like she doesn't have all the decisions or all the answers. And I feel like she's still somewhat a little bit open towards, hey, who's to say what's going to happen into the future? But kind of just taking it one step at a time. Not looking towards the future, but whatever happens might just kind of happen. I feel like she wants you to know that she still thinks about you. And, you know, even though she's into the situation that she is into, I still don't feel as though she has closed all the doors yet. I still feel like there's doors of opportunities that are there that are open. Which is interesting, ain't it? Let's go with an angel message. And then we're going to go with an oracle message and love messages. Angel message for you. All right. Your angels are reminding you that you're always guided, that you are always protected, and you're never, ever, ever walking this path alone, even when things feel uncertain or when they feel heavy. They are always working behind the scenes to realign what is meant for you. I don't know, oracle message. You are entering into a gentle period of transition. Life has been feeling like it's a little bit stalled or heavy, but the energy is beginning to shift. Not through force, but through surrender and through clarity altogether. All right. Messages. I do still think of you. You make my world softer, warmer, and brighter. You're the one my soul keeps on choosing. Thank you for loving me and caring for me the way that you do. I miss you more than I ever have said it aloud. I know the Yellow Brick Road is from Oz, but is the Yellow Brick Road a good road or is it a bad road? I don't remember. I think the Yellow Brick Road is a road that is full of challenges and all different kind of things. So maybe I don't want to put you onto Yellow Brick Road. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. I'm late into my messages, but that's what it is. All right. That being said, I'm going to wish sweet dreams to everybody, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So sweet dreams, my loves.